Man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. Oh, look at that, my God.
This is your boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. Back at it with another Pokemon Unite commentary video for you guys, and the NFL playoffs are here. And they will start this weekend. So you know me. I always give you guys my NFL predictions, playoff predictions, obviously. So, or in this case, rather, I normally, do I give you all my regular season predictions? I don't think so. I normally wait for the playoffs. So, and the playoffs are here. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So obviously we got the wild card weekend on the NFC and the AFC this weekend. So, and I don't remember when this change happened. I think that happened starting last year or the year before, but I don't remember. But now from each conference, there's 7 teams making the playoffs. And instead of the top 2 seeds getting a bye, is only 1 seed getting a bye. The number 1 seed getting a bye for both conferences. So, looking at the NFC, since you know my Detroit Lions are in the NFC, even though they missed the playoffs barely, but we'll get it next year. Here's how things are looking. Here's the 7 teams who made it. So the number 1 seed, the Philadelphia Eagles, will get the bye. The number 2 seed, San Francisco 49ers, will host their division rivals, the Seattle Seahawks, who barely got in. The number 3 seed, Minnesota Vikings, will host the number 6 seed, New York Giants. And despite having not only just a losing record, but a worse record than their opponent, the number 4 seed, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will be hosting the number 5 seed, Dallas Cowboys. So let's go on with the predictions. So, number 2 against number 7, this is San Fran all day. San Fran, to me, got the best defense in the league, bar none. And their offense is good. Even though they got their 3rd string quarterback in there, he's really good. Like, don't front. He's really good. I got them handling business against Seattle. It should be no problem there. Now, the 3-6 matchup, Minnesota against the Giants. I was going back and forth with this one, but after finding out that Saquon Barkley won't be playing, in combination with the fact that the Giants have other players who are injured, I got to go with the Vikings. Jefferson is no joke, so I got to go with the Vikings winning this one. In the 4-5 matchup, I believe the Cowboys are the favorites. I could be wrong with that. I have no clue. But this is the Cowboys. And this is the playoffs. They do not go together. They haven't gone together in 25 plus years or so. And they're going against Tom Brady. Because remember, they played against Tom Brady. And I believe that game was in Tampa the very first week of the season. And Tampa Bay basically blew them out pretty much. Now, I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I like Tampa Bay to win this one. So, the top 4 seeds will play against each other in the next round, the divisional round. So, it's going to be Tampa going to roll against Philly. And I see Philly winning that one because, you know, Jalen Hurts, MVP candidate right there. Their defense is good. Offense is good. And, ironically enough, they are about the closest thing to being a balanced team in the league. It's between them and maybe Kansas City. I'm not sure about Kansas City's defense, but, yeah, and maybe San Francisco, too. But, yeah, I like Philly defeating Tampa to go on to the NFC Conference Championship game, hosting against the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, come on now. They're going against Minnesota. If Minnesota had trouble against Philly and the Cowboys, you know they're going to have trouble against San Fran. San Fran is going to blow Minnesota out. So, and San Fran's at home too? Nah. San Fran winning that one, no problem. NFC Conference Championship game. This is going to be a close one, but I'm going with San Fran. I think that defense is too real. It's going to be too much for Philly. I like San Fran to represent the NFC and to go on to the Super Bowl. Now, let's look at the AFC side. The number 1 seed here will be the Kansas City Chiefs. And then, of course, we got the number 2 seed Buffalo Bills, who did not play week 17. We'll get more on that in a second. They would take on the Miami Dolphins, who were the 7th seed. The number 3 seed, the Cincinnati Bengals, who also did not play their week, 17 game? Yeah, which was against Buffalo. They will be hosting the Baltimore Ravens for the the 2nd straight week, actually, because they played against each other in the last week of the regular season. Here they are again. And then the 4-5 matchup will put the Jacksonville Jaguars hosting the Los Angeles Chargers, who got in as a wild card team. Now, let's start with the 2-7 matchup. Well, Tua's not playing, so Buffalo should win this one, no problem. This should be a blowout. Buffalo's at home, too. No problems at all. Buffalo winning that one. Baltimore on the road against Cincy, the number 3 seed. Well, Lamar Jackson won't be playing. Cincinnati should blow out Baltimore. This one should be no problem as well. I got Cincy moving on. And then the 4-5 matchup, the Chargers going on the road against Jacksonville. You know what? I'm going to go with the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers to go on the road. I need an upset somewhere. And yeah, I'm going with that one. I like the Chargers to go on the road and knock off Jacksonville. So the divisional round, we have the number 1 seed Kansas City hosting the Chargers. And of course, the 2-3 matchup between the Bills and the Bengals will be played at a neutral field because of that whole, week 17 fiasco? I think there's like 18 weeks in the regular season. Everybody have a bye week and everybody plays 17 games. So yeah. So the week 17 fiasco, I got, going back to the 1-5 matchup, Kansas City winning that one. Like against the Chargers, even though that's the divisional game, I still got Kansas City winning that one. They will be at home. They're going back to the AFC Conference Championship game again. And then we go turn our attention to Buffalo and Cincinnati. I think this is going to be a close one. It's going to be at a neutral field, if memory serves correctly, but I got Buffalo winning that one. And they're going to be going to the AFC Conference Championship game to take on Kansas City. And this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a really good one. And I've been going back and forth in terms of who I want to pick. I think this is the year where we finally see it. I think Buffalo beats Kansas City and go on to the Super Bowl to take on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is somewhat of an old school feel, like the 90s to a degree, where, both of these squads will make it to the Super Bowl, not necessarily playing against each other, but both squads did go to the Super Bowl. Well, the Bills more so than the 49ers. If my history is correct. But y'all get the point. And I'll be honest, I will be rooting for Buffalo here. I would want Buffalo to win this one because of what happened in week 17 with one of their players. But at the end of the day, defense wins championships. I'm a defense guy in more ways than one, if you catch my drift. So, yeah. I'm going with San Francisco to win the Super Bowl. I got them winning the whole thing. So, there you go with that. And those are my NFL playoff predictions for 2023. And yeah, there you go. Next year, Lions winning the whole thing. My Detroit Lions winning the whole thing. You heard it right. You heard it from here, folks. So yeah, I'm going to call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know this is brand new Jay Gatsby, a.k.a. News Stupid Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.